Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stockers and Ninja Pro Traders. It is Wednesday, April the 12th. It's about 6:20 Central Standard Time. Let's look at last night. We had opened at 2351.75. The market moved right on up after the market opened at 1700. Moved right up to overnight high, 56.25, just a little bit above yesterday's high and above yesterday's open. Now keep that in mind today. That's going to be real important as we go through today. We pulled immediately right back to this previous zone, actually through two zones below the 24-hour VWAP, and we're headed back down for the bottom of this zone at 45.50 this morning. At this morning, we're going to get this double bottom and probably bounce on us. We're going to get some consolidation to actual market open, so just be cautious of that area. Now, if between the market open and after market, if we fail this line right here at 45.50, look for us to move right down into the 42.50, the structure left, which is the top of this zone. So look for an early bounce just before this zone, possibly going back into the long side. So be cautious of this. Now, if the sellers really step in this morning and there's some bad news, then look for this market to go ahead and close down here about the 39.25 area and then move back up and retest this structure at 42.25. And look for this market to move all the way down to yesterday's low. And let's retest the 33.25 low. Be very cautious here. We're going to look for a bounce off of that, obviously, probably back to the 40. If buyers step in, we'll retrace everything and head to the long side. If buyers do not step in, look for this market to fail the 33, and we'll be heading down all the way down, probably around the 23.18, 23.14, 12 area, and it could get ugly. All right, so be real cautious with that. Now, once we get back up in this area, look for it to try to close and touch the open here at 51.75. It's got to close above this zone. And if it doesn't, just stay short. It's going to continue to come down and consolidate this area. All right, just like it did yesterday, all through here, from the 50 probably down to the 42, but an 8-point range. So be cautious of that. Take advantage of it if you're a nice trader. All right, once it breaks above the 24-hour VWAP and the open, if we could get back up to yesterday's open, look forward to retest again the 52 area, and then bounce up and retest this 56.50 overnight high. After that, look for it to bounce right back down. If buyers are stepping in, it'll retest this open at 54.25 from yesterday, and it should drive through and close above this 58 area. We need to close above 58. All right, preferably somewhere around 59.60, and look for a retracement right here to the top of this zone or somewhere in the bottom here, 56. Allow the 56, jumping right in. Next move is all the way to 63. Probably pull back to 60. Might even come back and retrace this. A lot of strong resistance in this area. All right. We got to push above this 60 to the 64 zone. Now, again, once we get above this 60, we got to get into this zone, the 64 area. We've got to close above the 64. And as we've known for the last few weeks now, we've got to get up into this 70 area. We've got to close above this 70 and move into the next zone for it to move on up. Not likely today, but be cautious of this. Now let's take a look at market profile. Here we go. If we look at the daily chart, we can see we've still just been consolidating since about the 27th when we moved back up off of the almost the 50 retracement. Coming back out, we tested 38. Now we're expecting a move to the upside, but we're not getting it. We're staying right in this zone between the 42 and 61. And you can see here's that small zone we're talking about. It's 62 to 70. We must clear. So keep an eye on that, okay? Next targets above that, of course, we're still talking 82 and 91. And down below, we're talking targets of 223 and down to 2013, 05, and full retracement all the way down into here. So be cautious of this. Scaling down, look at the 4-hour chart. You can see this is just a consolidation pattern right in through here. We've got to break this 60 area and maintain above it. We've got to drop below this pattern, 2342, and you could go back to the downside all the way down to 17 again. We just talked about that. All right, keep these big targets in mind for the overall picture. If you got any questions, contact Frank at tradestalkers.com and have a great day.